Oh my lord. Filmed content? This is new. Yeah, I picked up a phone to do reviews, and I have a lot of shelves, so I thought we'll go through the shelves, just because I really need something to do on Sundays. So, I display my stuff very weird. A lot of people just line them up. I don't like that. I have some very deep shelves. So I can do little diorama displays with them, and I mix everything together. If you don't like that, you don't like that. I collect these little Mega Blocks guys, or Mega Constructs guys. Some of these are little knockoffs because they don't really make them anymore. So I picked up some cheap knockoffs to fill out the scenes just so I'm not paying extra for them. Also get different Gundam stuff, and I get blockies. That's the main stuff I get. Maybe a couple other model kits occasionally, but I'm big on models. So let's just start from top down on this set of shelves at least. This is the storage. This is where I just put everything that I'm not really displaying. I want to set up a display in the top shelf. I haven't got around to it yet, just because it's tall. I gotta actually reach up to get up here, so I gotta get something to actually stand on to do stuff properly up there. And doing little dioramas like this takes a long time. So that's the original Mega Bloks Falcon. Picked that up on eBay in just a big lot. That was a pretty good deal. Back there, that is the dual Blitz Gundam. I have a couple of them. Let's see. Here's one. That sort of armor. I army build these. I don't know why. You'll find that I know a lot about Transformers and I have a lot of Gundam, but I don't know much about it. So, Gundam wise, I mostly buy them because I enjoy the models. That's a little Iron Blooded Orphans guy there. Up there, who's that? That's some Witch from Mercury. Are you from? You're not from Seed. Where are you from? You're from the other one that I always confuse with Seed. You're from Wing. That has a custom paint job. Let's see. Very early in when I first started doing customs again, it's a bit floppy. I kind of weathered it a bit. Not happy-ish with it. It's good enough. Yeah, he's fine. Another one from Witch from Mercury. What do we got there? You're from that new one. I forget what it's called. New hot rod up there. It's the one from Shining. Right after that. You're from G Quux. Is that how it's pronounced? What's from Mercury thing there. These are the boxes. That's mostly what's in there. I think that's mostly stuff that fits in with the Witch from Mercury and some other styles like that. That's all of my. Oh, what are you called? Jim, whatever you want to call it. That's all that sort of style of thing. Some more just Quarks, Witch from Mercury stuff. That's a Grizzly. I don't really have room for that in the shelves. It takes up a whole fucking fig of the display, so it doesn't really fit. Back over here. I section the shelves out into different kinds of displays. Some of them are longer, some of them are just like a one wide. So this is my little desert display. I haven't updated this in a while. Some stuff there's fallen over. I made this a while ago. This is a custom thing, just because I had the. Is it called a Cyclops? I had a Cyclops that didn't really have. It was in disrepair, so I just threw everything I had on it. So this opens up a little guy in there. Yeah, it's got a whole thing for opening. It takes a while though, so we'll leave that for now. We'll just you can stand there. And there is that wasp is a hornet. I always forget what they're called. I did have that kind of flying above, but I've since raised this up to make more room for the lower shelves, so he doesn't have room for that. A lot of these have fallen over, but this was a little mortar area. Is it written back there? No. These are the old Mega Bloks ones. I picked up, for a while I was buying the big sets of these on eBay, big lots of them. So they always come with one of these at the lot. So I have ended up with like 3 of the desert ones. And I think I also got a snow one. Yeah, I got a snow one as well. Here we got some grazes. I army build grazes whenever they got them in the local store as well. Really good kit. I really like it, and they look great in a group. This is when we start getting the blocky stuff. This is where this shelf is all my sort of Seekers and also Galvatrons guys and just whoever else doesn't really fit in. Blitzwing there. That's Dirge or Ramjet. I always mess them up. Starscream there. And that's a custom Nightbird. Back there's Sunstorm. Here's some little Defender dudes. You've fallen over. Let's get you up with that. Little Starscream. Would like a non-shiny version, but that's fine. Thundercracker there as well. Acid Storm. Back there, Skywarp. I don't know what brand this is. The same people that do the little knockoff thing, so I'm not sure if it's a knockoff of something, but it's a cool little kit, just a little artillery truck looking thing. Thought that fit in. It's in a little groove back there in the base, so that's meant to be a bunker, and you put this on top of it. But you can also just keep that separate, so I just put that there as a little island, made that a little trench dugout thing. Custom Blocky's Blast. Pretty happy with that. First Blocky's custom I did. So yeah, he's not bad. Cyclonus there, Thundercracker, some more stuff that's falling over, little Perceptor and Galvatron. So another thing, what's another custom there? What's that thing called? I know it's from Halo Wars. I forget the name of it. I pretty much had two of them that were in disrepair, so I just combined them together. Made it look a big little gunship. Quite happy with it. It's pretty cool. Other sort of Galvatron guys there. Six Shot. This is my sort of destroyed city flood display thing. I have some ODSTs in here, and this is also where the Shattered Glass guys live. So, some ODSTs here fighting some flood. I don't have many flood. I had a lot more a couple years ago, but they've all disappeared in the years since. So that's all the new stuff from the new flood set, and one of them from the what was it? The Halo 2 anniversary thing. Couple other guys back there. This is also the old disrepair Gundams live in here. Some of them I've kind of joined different parts onto them to make little scrap customs. I customized one of them, I painted it fully, but I don't really have the time to do the others. Some old articulation Mega Blocks guys hiding in here. That's Mickey right there, ain't it? Yeah, shooting some flood. I haven't really touched this display in a while, but it's high up, so it never really gets knocked over, so it's all looking pretty good. I think this is from like an old Mega Bloks Dragon line or something. Like all of this stuff. I picked it up on eBay just pretty cheap. It came with something else I wanted. He loves with my ODSTs. I know, I can't remember what that is. I know it's an ODST helmet. I don't think it's actually an ODST. Halo 2 one there. This is where all the Shattered Glass guys are. So, that there, custom I made a couple years ago. Not too happy with it, but I just had an extra ODST head and a body without a head, so that works out fine. There's Optimus, Alt Mode, Defender Optimus. There's Rodimus. You Sideswipe there? Yeah, Sideswipe. Ultra Magnus back there's falling over, Ratchet. Rodimus getting out of a little drop pod. That's cool. That's falling over. That was a custom Megatron X from Cyberverse. Yeah, pretty cool. Happy enough with it. This part, really just like any actual vehicles I have live in here. Another thing just from picking up lots on eBay. Get a lot of these. I have two of them for some reason. Have a lot, is that called a Wolverine? I got 3 Wolverines. And a little Snow Warthog as well. Some Blue Team guys hanging out in there. That, not sure of the brand, but I picked it up. Pretty cool. Not really much you can do with it. This opens cockpit. Not very deep, so you can't really fit anyone in it. It's mostly just a display piece. I have it there, so I have it kind of in the back. Probably might move that to storage at some point. Over here, snow display. That's might connect up with it. I've been filling this out with the stands from Shining version, but you know, they've stopped coming with them, so I'll fill it out at some point, make a little floor. This is where the Constructicons live, along with. Oh, what are you? Are you That's a Blue Destiny, I think, and then they're the sort of mass production Gundam ones. Got a couple of those. Army built them for a bit. Only got 3 of them to go with the Easy 8 there. But, yep. Snow display, little Megatron there. There's always got to have a Megatron around. There's a ton of them. Constructicons in there. Little Defender Constructicons. I have Devastator. He isn't in the display, though. He's hanging out with Bruticus while I wait for Bruticus to get his leg. Quite like that. This one's sort of hanging from up there and kind of keep it stable. The idea is that it sort of swung in and tried to stab Scrapper there, but could have blocked it. Scrapper's also getting stabbed in the neck with a a spear. Quite cool. Some stuff in here's falling down. You know, it's kind of a shelf that gets knocked a lot, so stuff in there tends to take a little tumble. This display I quite like. It's originally it was just like a little highway of death thing. I had some like Lego road things around that I thought I'd get some use out of. So a bunch of different Warthogs in here. See Gautog there with just the Gatling on it. Put the Gatling on the Halo 4 Warthog, I want to say that is. And another Halo 4 Warthog there with a original Scorpion hanging out there as well. A lot of these are just like the little knockoff ones I was talking about. They look fine enough, and honestly, with how cheap they are to get, it's like $10 for like 8 of them. They're great to fill out scenes. I don't know if that's a knockoff or an original. Custom I made when I was like 15. Not very good. Not very happy with it. It just kind of lives on the shelf. Would have much preferred to have that in the normal colors now. Little destroyed Warthog here. Yeah, not very happy with how that looks. It's mostly just because over a while of being in a box, I went in disrepair, so might as well have it that way. Old Lego thing. Don't know why that's there. Just kind of filling it out. Soundwave, Shockwave, Megatron, and Nemesis in the back. That's a Shining Chase Megatron that I got. Happy with that. Another Shockwave there. Another guy there. You'll notice a lot of these don't really make sense. I have my own ideas for why they're like that, but it's mostly just I have them and I wanted to have them actually in motion. It's an action figure. It should have some action when I'm displaying it. Let's see. Down here, big, deeper shelf. Not sure why this one's so much taller. I might honestly lower the old ones back down. It doesn't really need the height. Crouch down for this. All of the sort of red Zaku type guys hang out here for some reason. Don't really know why. Old ship I had from when I was like 10. Or probably 8 actually. Yeah, cool enough. Don't really have the rest of it. It's just there because it's too big to fit in storage for how much storage room I got. These are some Warhammer cover like points and stuff that I had a couple years ago. These ones I primed and never finished. But they scale alright. They scale good enough to fit in. Red Rocket back there. Love that. Would have liked to get it in a more sort of prominent position, but, you know, limited shelf space and all that. Some more Warhammer terrain with a Hornet on top of it. These guys are sort of gearing up behind that gate there. Not sure half of these guys' names. Yeah, if you know them, you know them. They're all just sort of Zaku types to me. That one's quite cool. I know that one's quite a good model. It's got a little one inside of it. I was tempted putting that with all the other, I forget what they're called, but they're from Seed, and it's like the pink guys. But no, he'll live in that shelf instead. Little dead side swipe there. An extra side swipe, so I just thought one of them can just be a corpse. Dead dude there. Might customize that side swipe into a Tiger Trax, who knows. Up there, extra Optimus, I've just got dead. Some more Warhammer terrain everywhere. Little sniper there. Some more just display stuff around. That's a Halo set there. That one's pretty good. Nice little tank there. Got that in a lot. Had to rebuild it all, so some pieces aren't original to it. I just kind of had to make do with it. Trail cutter there, or trail breaker, doing some little force fields. I thought that was quite cool. Little sort of front line here. Just got a shot like that. Yeah, idea for this one is this side sort of attacking this side. Nirvana. I'll update the shelves every couple months, and I'll just I'll sort of update how the battle's going. So they've kind of pulled back, regrouping at this point. And they're just shoving everybody I can in, a bunch of different Autobots and stuff. That's where the Autobots live. This box for shooting the review, it's all of the size comparison stuff in there. They would normally be in the shelves, but, you know, gotta work it out that way. One second, just gotta stand back up. Oh, knocking stuff over. Over here, it's the Floodgate set. Forget what you're called, but you're the new Warthogs thing from Infinite. I got a bunch of Ratchet and stuff around. I think that's the normal Ratchet, dragging the Ironhide back. You falling over, I have to deal with you. Bunch of boxes and stuff. Is that snipers in there? Yeah, you end up with a bunch of actual weapons. Little Humvee there, not sure what that is. Bumblebee as well. What are you called? I forget what you're called. That was a cool vehicle though. All the extra stuff lives here. These are some like little mass production dudes. Don't really have a spot for them, so I thought I'd just line them up there. All the sort of leaders and stuff circled together. Work in progress for this display still. Not fully happy with it, but yeah, this was a big sort of lined up group, but I had to pinch a couple of them for the size comparisons that I never ended up actually using. So I have to fix that at some point. Over here, Saki shelves. This is just like lie on the bottom for any just extra. They're not really too displayed. Let's get down to them. Bunch of sort of black Zaku types in there. Bunch of stuff there. Dog keeps knocking him over because his badge right here. Over here, bunch of other just random stuff I've kind of thrown together. It all just gets knocked over. Really, I need to get some more shelves, but I don't really have the room for more shelves at the moment. Let's see. Here, kind of left it up. New Pelican there. Would like to get the old one, but, you know, room. A bunch of random stuff in there. That's some more, what's from Mercury stuff. Army belt, these guys. Would like to get some more of them, but, you know, local shop's not getting any in at the moment. And, little leader of them there. Dinobot's there. Horrible, horrible real grade Zaku, who has, I think, since broke, maybe. Yep. Dinobot's left there. Down here. What do we got here? Some 30-minute missions, whatever that dude is. I only about 4 of those. Some Defender, Beast Wars guys. No rhyme or reason to this one. Down here, not much. Just some other sort of Beast Wars dudes. And Dinobot alt mods. Yep, that's all for these shelves. I got a lot of others, so let's see. Over here, not really any rhyme or reason to these shelves either. This is, that's really just whatever I can fit up there, and then some, like, extra parts to be sorted in there. Extra parts that also need sorting again. What are you called? Oh, the Evangelion stuff waiting to actually get a shelf of its own. No room for it. Other stuff waiting to go in. Army belt wings, Gundams for some reason. Don't know why. Yeah, they're all waiting to get a proper shelf. Same with all the Astrays. Dude waiting to get built. All the extras. This is mostly weapons. So in there's all the extra weapons. That is, I think, just random extra parts. Below that's all just boxes. We'll skip over that. Shelves here. It's mostly just master grades. Could not name most of these guys. I think that one, if I remember right, it's armor for that. Last part of that. Sad about that. But, yeah, little, where are you, G-Quux? Let's go. Blitzsack there. That one's cool. Big dude. He needs to get dusted. Have not touched him since he went up here. Yep, he needs dusted. Most of these guys probably need dusted. These guys are cool. Liking these. Like the display I got here. It's the only guys that are really just lined up. Shelf and disrepair. That one's fine, that one's fine. That one fell, and that one has a broken piece that I'm waiting to fix. So yeah, problem with collecting. You always end up having something broken, so this is kind of just the medical bay of stuff that needs fixed. Down here, got the old elephant. And in there, just a bunch of other stuff. That is was that called a sand rock? There's like 5 or 6 of them in there. I just haven't really found anywhere to put them, so just kind of left back there. I like what I did with this little tent here. This is cool. Got this second hand, so it didn't come with the crane, so I've stuck this little turret in there. Fine enough for now. Would like to pick up the new one, just so I can have one with the crane. Bunch of those random dudes hanging out in there. Over here, not really much extra on it. Little crate there. So Gundam Thunderbolt there. Got that recently. Just kind of lived in this shelf since then. I forget what you're called. You called a spade? Little spade. Got that second hand. So yeah, disrepair as well. Some other little knockoff things here. I'm not really sure what those are. I just picked them up because I want some more vehicles still have around these shelves. Those dudes, just sort of posing it up. I haven't really found a permanent spot for them. I just kind of stuck them in there for no apparent reason. Let's see, over here, oh shit, other shelves of just stuff that's sort of waiting to actually get a display. So, no rhyme or reason to these guys, just anybody who has kind of like fire effects lives in there. These dudes are all together, I can't remember the name, but they have like a whole gimmick with this dude's cannon, and then that one back there had a similar name, so I stuck him in. I think he's related. All the guys that turn into like spaceship modes, they're all hanging out there, and I forget what these are. But they're all in there. Army belt, those ones in the back. Got 3 or 4 of them. That one there is from Unicorn, I think. Oh, it's repossession. This is where all the sort of boxes and stuff are. Oh, shit. Below that, so. Let's see. little display there, that landing, started getting unloaded. Disc repair shelf, new, just sort of stuck that in, just because I didn't have anywhere else to put it after I built it. Back there, Street Fighter Vega. Yep, picked that up because Ron said Jada Toys is good, and demanded I get one. So yep, he's fine, I like him. And here and there is my sort of iteration of the records, just whatever we have extras of I'd shove in. Some other stuff there. This is a backpack for the big guy, but I didn't want to display him with it, so that lives separately. Random extra mongooses and stuff in there. And also I had extra parts from a scorpion that I just kind of stuck together into a makeshift scorpion. I think that's the original turret, and I gave an upgraded turret to the other scorpion on the other shelf. Other random stuff we're kind of stuck in. Shelves I've really just been throwing things into, because, you know, I got nothing, nothing with room for them. So this is just, if I do something, it gets sort of shoved back in there until I find a permanent spot. And these, it's kind of like storage. I'm not going to get them open. There's like boxes and stuff in front of them, so not really much of interest in there. It's a bunch of random Gundams that I don't have on actual shelves. Back here, another little desert display. This has all my like desert camo Gundam guys, and all of my old articulation Mega Bloks red dudes. It's a COD base back there, kind of behind this shelf. I really just shoved it in because I had no space for it. Let's see. Up here, all the Transformers 1 stuff is living at the moment. Yeah, no real spot for them. All the miners are on that bottom shelf that's always gets knocked over. I really should do something over these guys. I don't really like having them here posing up a storm, but that's how it goes. Victim of the dog up there. He barely survived, and that's all that's left of him, and he just lived up there since posing up a storm. That's a custom Unicron there because I had an extra. Originally, I was basing it off of the, was it Energon or Cybertron Unicron? Based it off of that. Didn't really turn out that way, but still looked pretty good. That Banshee fucking sucks. All the Iron-Blooded Orphan stuff is up here posing up a storm until I can find a permanent spot for it. Army build Barbatoses, don't ask me why. Mostly normal. That one has the extra chest plate that the big one came with, and also a minigun from a 30-minute missions kit. That one there has a beam gun from those army built guys I had. They came with extra weapons, and the beam guns I don't really like, so I gave it to the Zaku because the color's fat. Forget your name, but the forearm guy. I've bought that kit 3 times. It's not very stable. It's very rickety, and I've had to replace it. That's one I'm not planning on posing much. I'm just sort of leaving it up there. This is stuff that's fallen over. The armor thing up there, that thing's cool. Love that model. Fallen over, but managed to survive. And the little one that came with the red Barbatos back there. Over here, all of the Axias and this, whatever this guy is. I liked them, and I had an equal amount of them, so I thought, why not just shove them on a shelf? Let's see, back there, yeah, cool, little jetpack one. Couple different Axia looking guys there. Master Grade, fighting that horrific Master Grade that sucked to build. Dude there with a little flight stand. That's a really old, rickety real grade that I just kind of shoved up there in hopes that it won't crumble anymore. Really good chance it could take a nosedive off the shelf, but it's been up there for the better part of a year and it hasn't fallen, so good with that. More random stuff there. This shelf I don't really touch, it's just whatever I have that's extra I'll throw on here, and I find that I think, oh, I remember that, that's cool. Little Minecraft things. The little heads from some like Halo sets. Came with a Master Grade, I want to say, at some point. Little Blockies extras. See Optimus, that is... Who are you? I forget who you are. Is that Full Tilt? Yeah, I think that's Full Tilt. And, old tank there I found. Unicron had. One of the last remaining actual Transformers around is, that loaded there. Forget who he is. And also my keys. And then, Shockwave back there. And final shelf I'll look at. Let's see. Up here, disrepair, not really much in there, have to put some stuff in there at some point. Not much back there either, but this shelf I'm liking. This is all of my, what are you called? All my sort of like seeds guys live up there. Big guy from down here, I plan on fitting in here, but it's kind of getting cramped. That one back there, wasn't quite good. All the stuff here, they're very like cramped in, if you can tell. Not really happy with it. I might move them onto there where that dude is. I might move them onto that shelf at some point. But yeah, happy enough with that little display. They were really just standing there, but you know, what are you gonna do? You can't have everything displayed nice. But yeah, it's everything. Yeah, got a lot of stuff. Don't got a lot of stuff displayed well, but what are you gonna do? God, this has been going for 25 minutes. Yeah, what do we got coming out? Another video on Wednesday. Wednesday should be the Insecticon review. Yeah, happy enough with that. Hoping it'll improve them in the future. Everything else from then. What do I got going up on Friday? I got something. I think it's Hearts of Steel. Yeah, swing back in, check out that stuff. That's all for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.